might have been?
Yeah, a little bit. Probably mixed emotions tonight, to be honest. Yeah, it was a high quality game of footy between two good sides. You know, and it came down to the end, and when you finish the wrong side of the ledger by 3 points, you're disappointed. But that's life. Sometimes you end up there.
Is it too easy to look at the scoreboard and see the inaccurate goal kicking to pinpoint just that?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, look, if I summarise the game, I thought start was not at the level. I don't think we were strong in the contest early, or strong enough in the contest early enough. But from probably midway through that first quarter onwards, I felt like we got some control around the ball and were able to get some field position, which got us back into the game. And from then on, I thought we had fair control of the game without being able to hit the board. But that's the reality of finals type footy. Is goal kicking accuracy is important. And tonight we didn't take all our opportunities, and we get the result we get.
Reaffirms that point you made last year and again through the pre-season. Contested ball is the key number for you, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I think it's for most teams. And we played a really good contested side tonight. I think we were plus 20 odd in that space. We had plus 20 inside 50s. As I said, we did a lot right, but we didn't get the result. And ultimately, that's what you come for. And that's the thing to find a way is key.
In terms of that start too, did they just surprise you or jump you a little bit?
No, look, we spoke about the start. It was one of those things that we understand that we wanted to get off to a good start as well. It's not like you come out saying we don't want to get off to a good start. I think that probably the pressure was on early. We didn't probably just move the ball forward. We probably tried to overuse the ball a little bit against their pressure. But as I said, it was probably for the first 10 or 12 minutes. I thought after that we sort of settled, and once we settled, we sort of got into gear.
I was going to say,
count went in your favour, but that one late when you're 9 points in front, I think Mills marked it, tries to play on, Betts catches him, 50-metre penalty. What do you think of that decision at that point? That's
life. That's footy. Again, I didn't look at it in detail. Clearly, whether that's just what happens. It wasn't a telltale for the result.
Tom, was it a bit ambitious, Keith, on Franklin early?
Yeah, well, our plan was probably more if he was going to play higher up the ground. We thought Keith probably could go with him there, and we made the change pretty quickly on that one. It was obviously a fairly big ask for Alex in his fifth game. But again, when Franklin was higher up the ground, we felt like he could match him up there. But the closer he got to goal, probably more comfortable we felt with Talia.
Yeah, you spoke after the semi-final last year about quite strongly about the need to get better after playing Sydney.
Yep.
What do you, having played them again, is this confirmation that you're a better side, do you think, in 2017?
Oh, and as I said before the game, we learn in every game, and I think what we learnt tonight is that we're more than capable of matching it against a side like Sydney, but and pushing them right to the end. So there's improvement there. I think you can see it with the numbers. We can see it with how we played. I think we can see it with how we probably responded after a poor start. We're able to claw our way back into the game, and that's what high pressure finals type footy is about. It's an arm wrestle, and you just got to stay in the arm wrestle for long enough to get your opportunities. And I thought our guys showed some resilience in that space tonight.
So is it more positives than negatives from tonight's game?
Yeah, well, look, we want to win. I mean, that's what we turned up to do. We had the benefit of 50-odd thousand fans turn up again to support us and get right behind us, and we came here to win. So we walk away disappointed we didn't win because that's what we're after. But you look at the game and you say, well, what do we learn? There'll be some learning for us in the last 3 or 4 minutes. Not that was the key for the result, but there's some time there we could have possibly done some different things. But we'll look at the overall game and go, well, there's a lot of positives to take out of it. And when you lose by under a goal, as I said, often you've done a lot right. You just haven't ended up with the result.
I guess another positive was Rory Sloane, tight tag with Isaac Heaney, but he was terrific. Just showed he could handle a tag tonight. Yeah, and our midfielders, as I said, they probably had a slow start, but then they worked into their work, and they were all pretty solid. I thought, not only Rory, but I thought the Crouch guys started to generate some real ball for us as well, and gave us some real ping around the stoppage.
What's your first thought on why your big forwards couldn't impose themselves on the game early?
Probably early was a bit of supply, and it's always going to be, again, finals footy, the pressure's on finals type footy, the pressure's on around the ball. So the reality is it's not going to come down often how you sort of want it, and it's again a question of how the ball's being moved out of the contest and the stoppage as well. So, as I said, all good learning for us.
Do you now manage the side heading into next week, or do you sort of obviously play everyone irrespective of, you know, having that week off?
Yeah, we've got 9 days now into West Coast. So that'll give an opportunity for us to recover. We obviously come off, I think, 3 in the last 13 days. So, you know, again, the guys showed some real resolve to push through that tonight as well. And we've got 9 days, which gives an opportunity to, A, recover, and then, B, a couple of training sessions into that. And once again, we'll take a no-risk policy with guys. But we've got to be really careful, because then you get a week's break and then you go into the finals. So if guys don't play next week, there's a chance they won't have played a game for nearly 20-odd days into the first final. So we'll assess the squad and see how they pull up and go from there.
Is the minor premiership a really important thing that club really wants to claim next week, or is it just...
We want to go to West Coast and play to win. It's the same. It'll be the same mentality we had tonight. I mean, I'm a great believer that at the end of it, the way we want to play is a habit, and how, you know, we need to keep building those good habits. And again, we'll learn from tonight. We'll look at some things we can do a bit better, and we'll train them. We'll educate them, and we'll go again. And next week we'll be chasing 4 points.
It was impressive tonight how you managed to change within quarters. What drives that? Is that preparation, or is it the players thinking on their feet?
Yeah, and change in what
as in turning the momentum halfway through a quarter. Yeah. You look like it's slipping away from you, but you managed to adjust and do things differently.
Yeah,
get back on your terms.
The players are clearly, you know, they're a proud group as well. They understood, you know, 10 minutes into the first quarter, it wasn't the way we wanted to play, and it wasn't the way we wanted to represent ourselves, and they were able to affect that change. And then structurally, they're able to adapt reasonably well on the fly as well. So, but that's, again, the ability to execute, whether it be game style, whether it be fundamental skills, you know, under finals-like intensity. That's what's going to be important going forward.
Not much you can do as a coach, I suppose. Stop what Franklin did 5 minutes into that third quarter.
In which one was it?
The goal from the boundary by Franklin.
No, that was, you know, and again, that sort of came out of our forward half a bit easily, and then, you know, get over the back, and Tales was one out chasing him down. I thought his effort was fantastic to get, you know, keep in range with him, but, you know, that's why he's one of the stars of the game, and can do those sorts of things.
Talia made a spell.
Sorry?
Talia made a spell with it.
We'll see how he pulls up. He just tweaked his ankle a little bit, so we're pretty hopeful. He was able to come back on and complete the game, so we'd be pretty confident he'd come up in 9 days with just a minor ankle sprain.
Does it help that you might get obviously Cole Hardigan's back in the sample this weekend and have him available for next week?
Yeah, well, Cole's going to be. He's coming back in. Cole Cheney comes back as well for his first run for a while after, you know, being out and then suspended. Paul Seesman, Wayne Miller get another run as well, which is going to be important for them. We've got some young players who are playing some good footy as well. So, we'll see how the side settles. We'll review the game and decide what we're going to do for next week and beyond.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Great. Cheers.